and then we'll be good to go. Looking forward to it.
With just enough time for one flying lap each by the looks of it.
Oh yeah, that is excellent. This is the only bit of qualifying you actually need to get, the last bit. I'm just on my computer right now waiting for it to come through. Have you got
You're
anything?
looking at your computer. I'm looking at I'm looking at the phone.
Anything come up for you?
Yesterday.
Yeah, it says we're live. There we go, yeah. Right. Hello and ni hao everybody, welcome to round 1 of the Premier Series and welcome to China. We are in Shanghai for the first round of the season and I am actually not joined by X-Natty G for this year. He's on the track and you can see him on screen right now. I am joined by the lovely...
Hello, it is Bonevil99. Was a Premier Series driver last season, but I've decided to switch it up and come to the commentary box.
Yes, indeed he has, and he will be joining me for the entirety of this season, hopefully, as we see Unique J lock up into the hairpin in the Alpine car, very lovely new cars on this brand new game. He's currently set provisional pole for 1 minute 32.2, so it goes even faster on a set of the soft tyres, man. I don't think that we would be expecting that, considering that this is a track that is very high on tyre deg here. But to take you through the field, we've got a few returning faces. We've got Cryptek coming back after a year out over in GT Sport. JMB Surreal, who was in the academy last season. Ditto for Heblerino and De Hebler. X-Natty G, your Season 2 champion for the Premier Series. He's in the Ferrari once again. Thunder 50/50 as well. Premier Series driver from last year in the Ferrari also, as Natty is retired in the pit lane there. Cash Stengel, your most recent and indeed defending world champion. He's in 8th position at the moment and has just retired from the session. Spanel as well has competed in multiple Gavra races. Holland Campion, your Season 1 Freshman League champion, is about to start that, so I'll come back to him in a sec. Billy Misu as well competed in the freshman last year. GSY Bates, same for him. Repkov, who was in the academy last year and had some blistering pace at times. Let's hope we can get some more of the Russian fans in over the course of this season. And finally Merckx, who is a brand new driver. He is in the Haas.
Yeah, some big hitters this season, as you said, the likes of Natty and Thunder, so I'm looking forward to this season. I'm sure you're looking forward to this season, and it is going to be an absolute blast.
This should be an absolute corker of a season. I think we've released our top 3 drivers. I'm sure Gav will get on that in the post-edit, hopefully. We'll be able to see who we've picked as our top 3. I'm trying to find the chat right now, Ben, so if you just want to waffle on about something and then we'll be fine.
Yeah, China, the Shanghai International Circuit. First was on the calendar in 2004. I believe it's been on the calendar ever since. And there have been some, well, obviously apart from last year, and there have been some controversies in the past. 2016, Danny Kvyat going down inside of both Ferraris, and that's how he got his nickname, the Torpedo. It's a track that I personally enjoy. It's nice and fast flowing. Robert Codfather, good evening everyone.
Right, I'm gonna get the stream
Man,
on.
the myth, the legend.
I have to get the stream on my phone. Alright, 1 second here.
As Holland Campion has gone fastest, a 32 flat on the soft tyre.
As we were actually riding on board for the majority of that lap. He got a bit of slipstream as well from his Red Bull teammate Cryptek. Those two teaming up as well down at the Milton Keynes base team. Fun fact, the last time those two were teammates from Red Bull, they won the Constructors' Championship Freshman Season 1. But Red Bull have never won a race in the Premier Series before. We'll be looking to change that this season. JMB Surreal in the Alpha Tauri now coming down the back straight. We'll see if he can improve on his time in the Ayrton Senna styled helmet there as he goes down now towards the heavy braking zone of turn 15. Gets it all nicely slowed down, nicely rotated. Little lock up on the front right there, as is so easy to do. I'm going to take the UI off the screen for a sec. Just have the rev counter up as you head to the final corner. Comes into the pit. So a lot of drivers bailing out of their final runs in qualifying. Repkov, it looks like, has also done the same there, so he will start no better than 11th as it stands.
Yeah, it's a bit interesting that no one's improved on their qualifying times, whether they just had a bit of a mistake and saw on their Delta that they weren't going to improve, or maybe in validations, we won't know, but really is with only a couple of minutes in the session, you would like to improve to get a better position on the grid.
Yeah, you would certainly hope for that indeed. So qualifying does set the grid here in the Premier Series. 80-minute qualifying for a 50% race, as has been the way since this started. In fact, I've won the first season of this. Zexify saying Cryptek and Holland nearly collided into turn 15. Yes, they did, but managed to keep it out of the walls on that occasion. But it looks like it's going to be Holland Campion back to winning ways straight off the bat here. He's taken pole position for his first race back in F1.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the race director here, and the top 5 are on the softs. Cryptek first of the medium runners, followed by Natty, Thunder, and Cash Dengle. So they're going to look to go long in their first stint before changing tyres.
And boy, have I missed this part of qualifying when we rapidly try to get through all of the names in the list before we go to the race. So Holland Campion, your first pole position setter of the season. Then Unique J will line up alongside him in the Alpine in second place. It's Kanan in third in his first ever Gavra racing race. Heberino fourth, J&B Surreal fifth, Cryptek first of the medium runners in sixth for the Pakistani driver, Natty in seventh, Thunder 50-50 in eighth, Castango, your previous world champion, in ninth, and Tehebla in P10. Revkov just outside the top 10 in 11th, Spanel 12th, Mertz in the first, only Haas on the grid in 13th, Billy Misu in 14th, GSI Bates 15th, and Wolfie, who did not set a time, he will line up 16th and last as it stands. But a few interesting stats about this track then. So this is the first time that China has actually ever hosted rounds 1 of the Premier Series, but I think the most interesting thing among these stats I have on my screen over here is that the winner of the first race in the Premier Series has never won the championship. So keep an eye out for that. This might be the race that none of them actually want to win, it turns out.
Yeah, I think with Wolfie not setting a time, I think he's going to try and gamble that there's no lap 1 safety cars of any and he's going to try and go on the hard compound tyre, presumably, and try and extend that stint. Because I'm going to need to retire because apparently I didn't spectate and it's put me in a Mercedes.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you love to see.
Yeah, you're going to want to retire.
Don't worry, people. I'm not racing. That would be controversial.
That would be controversial, yeah.
Last to first challenge? Question mark. Maybe that's what Wolfie's doing, but I can confirm that he is on the medium tyre. So.
Oh, okay. So you know that at least. I would have thought he would have gone on the hards, maybe. But yeah, so Holland's going to lead us around for the first formation lap of the season. Almost forgot the word there. But yeah, it darts straight across to the right-hand side of the track, going into turn 1. So this track, a lot of medium-speed corners here, very hard on the tyres. I'd expect to see the soft tyre runners in very, very early. If you remember from the first race here, back on F1 2019, Nassi only did about 2 or 3 laps on the soft before he went for a set of different compound tyres. Just a reminder that the drivers do have to use 2 different compounds, of tyre during the race. They will be...
yeah, it's not going to let me retire, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang at the back and then pull into the pits and retire that way.
Don't get too good of a start, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yep, and that is why we don't have phones on full blast. So, Zexify saying that the hards last around 22 laps, mediums around 13 to 19, soft only 4 to 7, as I don't know why I'm spectating Bonnie, but there you go. And very interesting to see here how it works out for the drivers. So, predicted pit stop strategy on the board right there. Lap 4 to 6, then 16 to 21 for Holland Campion. A 2-stop soft, medium, medium. I assume for the others it would be a medium to hard, but as we've seen on some tracks in this game, the hard tyre is really, really hard to get some performance out of.
Should have at least put my phone on silent. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Just had to tell them that I'm a little bit busy at the moment.
But yeah, 16 corners around the Shanghai International Circuit. Got 28 laps of action to bring you this evening, this very fine evening. I'm currently in Birmingham, but that's the only bad point about this so far. Holland then, bringing them around turn 14, a very slow hairpin. Zexified cheering on your defending champion Cash Cheng. He's got some work to do from down in 9th position today. As now through the final corner they come. I'm going to hide the UI here so we can get a nice view of the start then. So, Holland Campion coming down the grid. He'll pull up into his pole position slots. His first pole position, I think, since the Freshman League in Brazil, I want to say. Yeah, he'll pull up there into the pole position slot, as Red Bull has become increasingly accustomed to in real-life Formula 1. As now the final cars assume their grid positions. We're going to go to 5 red lights, and then we're going to be racing around the Shanghai International Circuit for 28 laps. I hope you're all ready. This is going to be a great season here in the Premier Series. Let's hope the lights will come on any minute now. And here we go then. The lights come on. The revs do build, and when they go out, we're going to be racing here in China. And it's lights out, they're go and they're away, and Holland gets off to a good start. Here comes the Alpine now, looking at the back of his coattails in towards turn 1, and the McLaren of Unique J on the inside there as well, with battling with the AlphaTauri just behind, and they're going to go side by side into turn 2 and now in towards turn 3. Anyone crashes there, we've got a crash at the back. I believe that might be, it is Cash Stengel. I know it's Revkov who's gone round there, and he's off at the back. Holland Campion still leading the way though, the 2 Ferraris, line astern as well. Is that Thunder going down the inside of the Williams? No, it's Cryptek trying to work it around the outside in the Red Bull, but can't do anything of it at that point in time. So Holland still leads then from Unique J. Heverino in 3rd, but Kanan in 4th, coming under a lot of pressure from Thunder, who has overtaken Cryptek and is now the first of those medium tyre runners.
Yeah,
and Natty down the inside with the backs out of it.
Yeah, what happened at the start, it looked like Billy Misu and Revkov just didn't give each other a bit of space, and then Jen Beastereel, I think, might have just got on the power a little bit too early, coming out of turn 2.
And now they head down the back straight for the first time, coming out of turn 13, got yellows, and that is an Alfa Romeo that has spun round, and that is Revkov there, who has done that. But Unique J now in the slipstream of the Red Bull. Does he pull out to the right-hand side and go for a dive into the hairpin? He's looking for it. No, he isn't, but we've got Natty on the defensive from Cryptek. Now Cryptek switching it to the inside, but he hasn't, and now Cat's down the inside of Natty for 2 previous champions battling it out on the racetrack here. Yellows again in sector 3. We'll try and see who that is for. Nobody at the moment, but Holland then leads the way by 0.3 of a second. Back to Unique J. Heverino in 3rd, of Kanan in 4th. Cryptek coming under pressure from Natty. Now Natty tries to go on the offense against the Red Bull in the Ferrari. Does he look for a move down the inside at the never-ending turn 1? Decides not to go for it just yet. Yeah. Driver's fairly
retire from.
There you go. As Bonnie has successfully retired from the session, so they're now joining me back in the commentary box once again. But yeah, a fairly clean start here actually, Ben. As there we go, the predicted pit stop strategy for the medium run is going to be a medium to hard for them. But yeah, very clean at the moment. Not too many crashes apart from that.
Billy Misu just came into the pits. I presume that would have been from his damage with Revkov. But what I saw at the back was Revkov and JB Surreal might be struggling with traction because they both just span on their own, it looked like, as Cryptek and Thunder going side by side on the bank curving. This could give Natty a chance. Ooh, be careful, boys.
All the 2 Ferraris now very close together out here on the racetrack. I'm looking at Unique J, who's side by side with Holland Campion. This is for the lead of the race. Unique J switches it to the inside, but Holland is later on the brakes. We'll go back down into the Ferraris as Thunder trying to get instant payback now on Cryptek going into the hairpin of turn 14. And Nat's going to try and follow him through here. They're going to go 3 wide into the final corner, are they? Cryptek on the inside of Thunder. Can he make the move work? No, there's contact! There's contact between the 2. And Cryptek spun round and he faces the wall. And he's been spun round there by Thunder 50-50, and the stewards might have to have a look at that one. We are unfortunately got a really bad camera angle for it down here, but we did see the Red Bull spinning round like a pendulum. But now the 2 Ferraris together out here on the track. Are we going to see some team orders here? It looks like Natty potentially could be the faster of the 2. I'll have to wait and see how it pans out over the next few laps.
Yeah, I think what happened was, I don't think I don't think Cryptek expected Thunder just to sling into the final corner like that. I think that must have taken him completely off guard.
Oh, and Cryptek has spun again, I think.
Oh, he has. His rear tyres must be overheating like crazy.
Yeah, I was about to say, those tyres must be absolutely baked right now, so that's unfortunate there for Cryptek. He was looking so good with the Anglo-Pakistani driver. He will now filter back down to 14th position in this race, but Unique J going very deep into turn 11 there, keeps it all on the track and in the slipstream of Holland Campion as we head down the back straight now for the third time in this race, looking back from the Red Bull Honda of Holland Campion.
DRS has been enabled, so
DRS
he'll get an extra line of straight line speed, but he's not going to be close enough to make a move into the hairpin.
Very late on the brakes though was the Alpine. Heblerino as well, they're in the background locking up. As De Hebler now goes past Kashtang. Also, Kat's moving backwards in this race as it stands, but they're still going to go wheel to wheel. That being said, De Hebler gets pushed off the track a little bit, now going into the final corner. They will both have seen what happened on the last lap, and it's happened again! And De Hebler's round this time!
Oh no! Exactly a spitting image of what happened between Thunder and Cryptek, and the stewards might have a look at that one as well. But that's De Hebler, who was in a really good position, is now just in the points with Wolfie, and oh, he's gone again, and that promotes Wolfie into 10th.
That is horrible, horrible luck there for De Hebler, looking very good at the moment. But Natty actually getting past Thunder, and I think that was an orchestrated move. Natty now goes up into P5 in the race. We'll have to see what he can do about that gap to Kanan, because it was actually coming down whilst Thunder was in front, but we'll see how quickly Natty can close that gap now and try and get up towards the battle for the top positions in this race.
Yeah, the top three just seem to be dropping Kanan a little bit. The gap's roughly around about 2 seconds to the leader. So they should be pitting roughly about lap 5, lap 6 if they want to do
in the next couple of laps we should see them in. But DRS once again flies open for Unique J, but you get the feeling that he's just not close enough at the moment. That Red Bull looking like it's got maybe a few bit of lesser wing there, less downforce, aiding it down the straights, but obviously not being the best in the corners. Here comes Unique J, then through the final corner. Can he set Holland Campion up into turn 1? Holland looks like he had a bad exit there as well. The DRS will fly open once again for the Alpine, gaining all the time down the straight as Kanan comes into the pits here, Ben. Kanan into the pits.
Yeah, he might be trying an undercut. Undercut is really powerful on this game, it seems, as the Williams crew are ready for Kanan. Let's see what tyres he goes on to set the mediums.
So that's a 2-stop really, isn't it?
That is a committed 2-stop by the looks of it, but it'll be interesting when he pits again whether he'll go for a set of mediums or try a set of softs if he has a fresh set available. As always, there's a bit of contact up the pits with Kanan and De Hebler. I think they might have just got away with that. It was just a nip on Kanan's rear wing.
But the top three so close together at the moment here. Holland leads from Unique J, leads from Heblerino. All three of them covered by about 1.6 seconds roughly. As actually Natty as well here, Ben, has closed by over a second on that lap. The last lap for these guys out in front, the gap was 4.5 seconds. It's now down to 3.6. And look at this, he's bringing Thunder with him as well. Looking very good for the Ferrari boys at the moment on that alternate strategy, on the medium tyres as well. Unique J is even further behind Holland Campion now at this point, so I don't think he'll be going for a move here either.
Yeah, I do agree. Natty is bringing his teammate Thunder 50-50 with him, but I'm just looking at the ERS deployment. Natty's just under 60 and Thunder is on 44, so maybe Thunder just struggling a little.
Sorry.
Good call there, Toussaint. I was too busy looking at the ERS deployment as Thunder gets a 3-second time penalty.
That could
the
be
first
crucial.
one of the Premier Series, and yeah, it will be crucial.
Always got to be first in something, I suppose. But now look at Unique J, he's really hassling the back of that Red Bull. But I think here, as you were saying there, Ben, they're losing too much time now. Yellow's in sector 3, and that's another car around in the barrier at the final corner. It's going to be J&B Surreal this time. Did he have another crash going side by side with someone through there? I don't think the drivers are being
I don't think he did. The curbs on F1 2021 are a lot more aggressive than they were
Oh,
on last year's game.
And I think Unique J just found that out, got a massive swapper on through turn 7, manages to gather it all up again, going through turn 8 and gets it all straightened up and back onto the track.
Yeah, the inside curb at turn 7 is very, very aggressive. It's the same on most tracks, but unfortunately for him, he is just outside of the DRS zone, so maybe it might be time to box.
And this could be the chance. This could be the chance that Holland Campion needs now to break away from the Alpine, try and build that gap, maybe try and stay out for a bit longer on those soft tyres and go onto a set of the hards and get to the end of this race. I think Zexify said that hards can go about 22 laps. If Holland Campion were to come in now, he maybe could just about make that. We've got about 23-ish laps to go, including this one in this race.
As Unique J comes into the pit lane.
Crucially, Holland Campion stays out, so I think Holland is committing now to a soft to hard strategy, but it's going to be a long time for him on a set of the hard compound tyre.
What a really good opening set of laps we have here in the Chinese Grand Prix.
Sorry, Ben, it's hards for Unique J. He's gone onto the set of the hard tyres. So is he going to try and go to the end now as well? So Unique J's going to try and get to the end on that set of the hards. That is a very, very long way to go.
Kanan going through Heblerino's. Oh, it gets a bit close.
Oh, sorry, I thought that car wasn't ghosted.
I'm not sure if Heblerino's... Yeah, Heblerino is ghosted.
Yeah, he has left the session, I think. I'll try and invite... if you try and invite him back so I don't disrupt the stream. But yeah, this is where Holland really needs to put the hammer down now. Try and build that gap up as much as he can to ex-Natty G, because once he comes in, Natty will be in clear air and the de facto leader of this race. Are we seeing the Red Bull team potentially goal hanging for a safety car a little bit here, keeping Holland out for a bit longer?
Maybe. I mean, I'm surprised we haven't had a safety car. I predicted a lap 3 safety car or a VSC at some point, but they're actually being well behaved.
Well, I mean, a Dutch driver in the lead in the Red Bull. Where have I seen this before?
Making
it a bit too easy for Holland at the moment. I think they are. But 4 seconds now between himself and ex-Natty G.
Lead, well, in the terms of before they pitted, it was Holland, then Unique J, then Kanan. Kanan is ahead of Unique J. That's just proven that the undercut is powerful.
Definitely. Tech is asking why don't Ferrari pit? Well, the thing is, Tech, is this is a very high degradation track here. So, going on to a set of the hard sides, you can do about 22-ish laps, but because they're on the mediums, there's no point in pitting now, because they will still be able to go faster than Holland when he's on his worn hards and they're on worn mediums-ish. So there's no point in them coming in now. As I expect to see the Ferrari boys in around lap 12 to 13. Yeah. Sorry.
Crucially, Thunder still sticking on Natty. Natty went a bit wide into turn 1, which crucially compromised his line into turn 2, so maybe Natty's struggling. Who knows?
GSY Bates getting a bit out of sorts there on the exit of turn 6 as well. Keeps it all together though and continues on his way. Cass has now been dropped kind of by Thunder and Natty. That gap growing to 2 seconds just about.
I wonder if Thunder is going to make a move on Natty. Doesn't seem to have got a good exit out of the hairpin.
But Natty now, though, is only 2 seconds behind Holland. I think Holland he has to think about coming into the pits now, because I think those hards might just be able to go to the end. But he's going to be a long way now behind Unique J. Only 21.6 seconds behind now is Unique J compared to Holland Campion. We'll see if he comes into the pits. Yes, he does. Oh, he's not. He's going to puncture. He's going to puncture here, Bonnie, and he's locked up and he stopped. And it's just like Hamilton in 2007. Holland Campion can't turn the car into the pits. Oh, and he's hit the wall!
Oh, he's hit the wall.
Disaster.
And he's going to have a change of front wing, and what looked like a very dominant opening stint has turned into an absolute nightmare for him.
It's a disaster for Red Bull here. Red Cryptek being taken out on the final corner. Holland Campion with a puncture now and trying to limp back into the pit lane where the Red Bull mechanics will do their best to get the new tyre on and send him back out, but he will have lost so much time. He's going to come out behind his teammate here, Bonnie.
Yeah, he's on this. He's just put on a fresh set of hard tyres, so it's not what he would have wanted out of Horn. He's going to get overtaken by JMB Surreal. Whilst he's having a battle with Revkov, and he just gets out ahead. But that has gone absolutely appalling for Holland.
That is absolutely horrible luck there for the Red Bull guys. It's looking so good for them only a few laps ago. But that is
now it's advantage Ferrari with a 1-2 at this point in time, but Thunder does have that 3-second time penalty to contend with.
And Cash Pengel's only 2.8 seconds behind, so this could get very fruity out there in front. So you're rather bored now with Natty G, your race leader as it stands, and Season 2 Premier Series champion. Gets it nice and slowed down into the hairpin. Looking good for Ferrari at the moment. But another person who this is good for, we haven't really talked about, is Unique J. He's actually in the battle now with Merckx and with Kanan. He's going to go to the inside here. Yes, he is. On the half. Does he go for it on Kanan as well? Late breaking. Kanan locks up. Unique's having a look.
So close. But great racing between the three of them.
Decides to back out of it though. The pit lane loss is about 17.2 seconds. That cannot be right. There's no way that's right. It can't be 17 seconds. I'd say it's about
22 seconds, or roughly about that.
I don't think it's 17, Zexify.
Maybe if it was a virtual safety car or something, but...
Yeah, I'd say like pit lane loss time's usually at least 20 seconds at least. So I think that Natty... Oh, hang on, we've got yellows.
In Sector 1,
and that's
Spanel.
And he was close to Cryptek on track. Have those two other coming together, perhaps?
No front wing damage for Cryptek, it seems. Maybe he just, he's had a near moment again, but he's got to watch out because a resurgent Holland is 2 tenths up in the first sector on his personal best.
Oh, is Spanel there? Looks like those medium tyres are really starting to age on his car now. As Holland goes down the inside into turn 8. Spanel's still there on the outside, but Holland gets the position and gets the move done. So back out in front, a Ferrari 1-2 here. Natty's still leading the way, Thunder still in second, and Cash Stengel still in third.
Azul, big lock-up from Wolfie. That's just allowed Kanan to close up a little bit, but Wolfie hasn't made a pit stop yet.
Actually, one thing that we haven't really talked about here, Bonnie, is this has made life a lot easier for one Mr. Unique J. He, whilst is always going for a move actually on Kanan here, going to go to the inside. Gets the move done nice and cleanly into turn 1, nice as you like. Unique J gets up into 6th position, or does he? Because Kanan's going to try and fight this now around the outside. Try and get a better exit off of turn 3 and launch into turns 4, 5 and 6. Can't do it on this occasion, but now Unique J behind his teammate Wolfie. You'd have thought this would be the easiest overtake Unique J will have to do all evening.
Yeah, easy move for Unique J. Kanan just simply ran out of ERS whilst Unique J still had a fair bit to play with, but they've both got just under 20% ERS, so they've really been going at it.
Yeah, we'll have to. ERS usage, of course, so important in this year's game. We don't have the engine modes anymore, so most of the advantage you get is from DRS or indeed from the overtake button. But I think here Wolfie will be moving aside for his Alpine teammate. Because we were saying actually before they started battling, this has worked out. Oh, Natty picks up a 3-second time penalty. Okay, seemingly every time we want to talk about Unique J, something else happens. Oh, there's a car around in the background. That's Merckx, and he's in the grass.
Oh no, that's such a shame. He was running in the top 10 so consistently as well.
And he's going to rejoin the track there just in front of Holland Camp. On his staging his fight back. Cass is in the pits. So the first medium runner then into the pit lane has called the bluff on Ferrari, stopping on lap 12 here. Those hard tyres should comfortably get him to the end. So then Cass
Ferrari have to make a decision about this now. Who do they bring in? Natty or Thunder?
That is true. I mean, Natty is the car on track first, so I assume he'll get preference. But those tyres should easily take him to the end of the race now, and Cass calling the shots on the undercut there. He is currently actually here, almost 6 seconds behind Unique J though. And so this strategy may have actually worked out for Unique J.
This will be a key information for the Super League drivers tomorrow. For sure, whether the 2-stop is faster or the 1-stoppers. The Hebler and Wolfie just came out on a fresh set of hard tyres.
Alright, just give me 1 second here.
As Kanan now on the back of Unique J. He's only 6 tenths behind. Castangle with a disconnected Heblerino. Easy as you like. Moving up onto the battle for effectively the net lead of this race. Kanan's got a lot more ERS to play with. He's using all of that ERS. Unique J's got no ERS. The red light is flashing. Here comes Kanan to the outside now. He's broke late. They're side by side on the exit of the corner. They both get a little bit squirmy, and Kanan gets back ahead of Unique J. That could be controversial.
As Thunder comes into the pit.
As Thunder comes in for a set of hards. Now, where will he come out in relation to Castangle?
Going to be behind. Going to be behind Castangle. Yeah, there you go. Cass has jumped Thunder.
That is crucial for the race. Now Natty has to box this lap. It is a no-brainer.
Natty has to respond to this now. He can't stay out there for any longer, really.
As I'll just give you a prediction that's just popped up. Will Ferrari finish first and second? 94% of them have said no.
Oh wow, that is big.
I may have been one of those people that said no as well, but
well,
we don't talk about that.
At the moment, they're not 1 and 2. They're not even 2 and 3 as it stands. Cass jumping Thunder.
Yellows dropped it. Now he was fighting with Wolfie at that stage in the track. Now was there contact? I wonder.
We'll have to see. So Natty's done 12 laps on these mediums.
Yeah, but crucially though, Castangle is at 24.5 seconds behind.
So this could be very close between Natty and Castangle. We'll have to see what Natty can do. He does come into the pits. That is crucial for the outcome of this race. No lockups, no dramas into the pit lane this time. We'll see what tyres the British driver goes on to. Your Season 2 Premier Series champion. You would assume that this will be for the hard tyre. Indeed it is. So Hard's going on to the number 23.
Unique J and Kanan still close as ever, as they have been pretty much the entirety of this race.
Those two are going to jump Natty. Castangle coming down the main straight with Thunder. Natty coming back out onto the track, and Natty is ahead of the Alfa Romeo there. So crucially for him, he is out in clear air and he can go and chase down Unique J and Kanan.
Yeah, but crucially, Natty, Castangle and Thunder have 6 lap fresher tyres, and you'd expect Kanan's tyres to just be starting to fade away now compared to Unique J's hard, so I'm looking forward to the end of this race hugely.
Well, I think if Natty wants this win, he's going to have to go and fight through Unique J for it. Currently sits up in P2 as it stands.
So we got a battle for the 11th between the Hebler and Billy Misil. It's looking pretty feisty as it went down into turn 1, but I think Billy's just a little bit too much back to make a move, but he does have a lot more ERS though too, so I'd expect to move down into the hairpin.
Potentially. We'll keep an eye on that and how that develops, but Thunder now looking to make his way past Castangle, only 5 tenths behind, going on to the 1 kilometre long back straight. DRS will fly open for the Ferrari in his pursuit of the Alfa Romeo. And he's gaining all the time.
Didn't get the DRS from Natty ahead. He was just out of it. Here comes Thunder 50-50.
Cass moves very late there.
Oh, there's a bit of contact. Just a slight glimpse. Aston saying Ferrari master plan. Not at the moment because they're not 1 and 2 Aston. So.
Oh, but now Thunder gaining once again in the slipstream. He's going to make a move into turn 1 a little bit too far back on this occasion, or is he?
Thunder's going to go to the inside.
They're going wheel to wheel now into turns 1 and 2. Thunder forces Cass wide. Cass has the inside line there for turn 2. Thunder's going to try and set him up now on the exit of the corner, deploy all the battery that he has going into the hairpin. Can he dive it down the inside? The Irishman on the Dutchman. He's going to go for a move here. No, he isn't.
Wow, what great racing between Cash Dengle and Thunder, putting a lot of trust with each other. Cash, you can't move that late in the braking zone.
Oh, look at Natty. Natty's caught Unique J already. And he's going down the inside here, Ben. But Natty down the inside on Unique J.
I just caught that, but what I was about to say is... Actually, what I was going to say is great, because Natty's going to go down on the inside of Unique J. Because we've got yellow flags.
And they're still side by side. Natty working it round the outside of the banked corner. Look at this from your Season 2 champion. Beautiful move from next Natty G in the Ferrari. Goes up into second place.
But Unique J's going to get the DRS though, and so
Natty's
does
going to get it as well. But Natty defends to the inside. Here comes Unique J's going to have to go to the outside if he wants past the Englishman. And now into turn 14. Here they go. Natty on the inside. He'll hold the racing line and he'll hold the position.
What great racing by Natty. He knew that he had the superior tyre advantage compared to Unique J. Just used that to his advantage. G-Sway Bates picks up a 3-second time penalty. What I was going to say about Cass is it was borderline, but as far as I can concern, there was no damage done that I know of, so hard but fair racing.
I would agree with you there, Bonnie. I think that is just hard and fair racing from
as Natty is already on the back of Kanan. 1 lap old hards versus 10 lap old mediums.
Natty
is
wants
he going to do a send?
Natty's hungry for this.
Better of it.
The last time Natty raced in the Premier Series for Ferrari at China, he won the race. He's looking to repeat that here today. That's 16 of 28. He's got 12 laps to try and get past Kanan. Just needs to take it one by one, but he's nearly hit him, and now Unique J's looking interested.
Yeah, but the top 5 are so close. And remember, Natty and Thunder both have 3-second time penalties to their name. So this is still wide open as Natty having a look. He's just telling Kanan, look, I'm here. Don't worry about me. Focus on your reason. Oh, getting a bit slidey up the hairpin. The period traction.
He's 1/10 behind. He's going to have him here down this 1 kilometre long back straight. He's going to have to go to the outside.
Yeah, but they don't have much DRS to play with. But Natty's going to the outside.
Gets it done.
Easy move there for Natty. But Kanan's going to go around the outside.
He's not going to get around Natty there. You've got to wake up very early in the morning if you want around Natty. Holy Moses, that was nearly an embarrassing moment there as Kanan goes in.
Completely forgot that Kanan was committed to a 2-stop.
As now look at Cash Dengle on the back of Unique J going in towards turn 1. Can he make a move? He's going to go for it up the inside. He chucks it up the inside. And he's going to go round.
Good awareness from Unique J. I just saw that he moved his Alpine just a little bit to the left. He knew that he was there. So great awareness from Unique J, but what a move from Cass Dengle.
Yeah, that's excellent stuff there from Cass, but Unique J's going to be looking to give him immediate payback into the hairpin. Can't make it work on this occasion. So, now, this current state of affairs, ex-Natty G leads, but with a 3-second time penalty. Cass is just over a second behind, and won't be getting that juicy DRS slipstreamness. So,
Unique J in third will be within DRS range, but he's on older tyres compared to the other 3 drivers around him.
Indeed he is, and may actually need to stop again, because he looks like he's losing a lot of time now. Going to be very...
I just look at Unique J's lap times previously. They've all been in the 37s. That last lap was a 37 flat. If we just look at Natty up front, a 36.7. So maybe he might he might pit for fastest lap, but in this position I wouldn't personally, as he's looking up for a move on Cash Dengle.
He's going to try
Cass locks up a little bit.
Unique J is not giving up this fight yet. He's still in this game to the end of the race. So we'll have to wait and see if he can keep up with Cass on those aging hard tyres. We'll see how long they've been on those tyres actually, if I can get it up on the screen there. So yeah, Unique J already on 10 lap old tyres here. And we've still got 10 laps left to run. Or 11
20 as Unique comes into the pits.
Unique J was looking for it down the inside, but Cass smartly closed it off there. As Holland now makes his way back up into P5, 15 seconds behind Thunder though.
I think what Holland really needs at this point is a safety car, as we've got Billy Misu and Cryptek very close to each other.
Hebler and Wolfie going wheel to wheel into turn 1. Wolfie keeps it round the outside though. and maintains P7. Cryptek, another driver who was hit by misfortune earlier on in this race. You've actually had nobody retire from this one here, then.
Well, apart from me.
Well, but you're not meant to be racing.
As Wolfie goes very wide at the exit of turn 6, this is going to allow the Hebler just to go around the outside, is he?
He's going to try around the outside at turn 7.
Wolfie might have just backed out of that. So I'm just going to go to the top 4 now. Thunder and Unique J within the RS range of Cash Stengel.
It's going to be close.
Here comes Unique J.
He's looking
Cass
for
goes
it.
to the inside. Oh,
that was very close to a crash there. Cass kind of took it to the absolute limit, coming back towards the racing line under braking.
Yeah, but Unique J's going to get a second bite at the cherry here.
Down the main straight in towards
he's using
turn 1.
the RS.
Looks the
Cass
inside.
has still got 25% of it, and
yeah, there you go. Oh, it's not over yet. Yellow's in sector 2. Oh, that's a big off for Revcov. That is a big off for Revcov. Keeps it out of the barriers though, comes back onto the track, but Unique J then getting past Cass, and now Thunder's looking hungry on the back of the Alfa Romeo as well. Can he make a move into turn 6? It's going to be a lunge if he goes for it. Is he going to go for it on the brakes? No, he doesn't. As
the Hebler and Wolfie, their battle is still continuing as they go down to turn 1. Oh, fair and love and war at the moment, but if I was Wolfie, I'd expect to go for a move into turn 6. He gets a good exit off of that corner. He's got a lot more ERS to play with than De Hebler. I think he's just a bit too far back, unfortunately. It's Billy Misu's came in for a set of soft tyres.
As the battle for second still raging on here. As now Cass with the slipstream will have the DRS on Unique J.
He's got a lot more ERS than Unique J and Thunder, so he's not using it funny enough.
Yeah, he won't be using it now. He's on the button now though, and going down into turn 14. Cass going to put out to the inside. It's going to be a late defense from Unique J if he decides to put one up. He doesn't on this occasion, but these guys still absolutely nose to tail here in this race. Excellent stuff to see here on that 19 of 28.
As Thunder picks up another 3-second time penalty.
And that more or less takes him out of his
battle.
Here comes
Cass down the inside of Unique J.
Makes a move.
And down the inside of turn 1. I wasn't expecting
Unique
that.
J's coming back, and there's contact, and Unique's round. Unique J is round, and he is off.
Oh, that was so unfortunate. It might have just been a half spin because it's not as bad as what I thought it was.
Bonnie, are you able to send Heblerino an invite?
Yep.
Cool.
I mean, even though he is ghosted, Heblerino is still in a very good position.
He actually is, yes, and the points in 15 seconds ahead of Bates.
You know, at least Heblerino, at least you're going to get a point at this rate as the two Alpha... Oh, no, GSY Bates comes into the pits. I thought they were having a nice battle.
Oh, okay.
The Haas and Billy Misu, very close to each other.
Yeah, I think the stewards might be having a look at Cass for this race. Been involved in a lot of incidents, it feels like. Cass picked up more penalty points than any other driver last season, actually, over the course of the year. So might have a few more to add to his tally after this race. But
never give up. I'm still motivated. We love to hear that, Heblerino. Never give up.
No worries.
To be honest, if Heblerino can put in a good performance, you might get P7.
That is very true, actually, yeah.
He's on fresh and mediums.
Yordi's dad Peter back in the chat, and great to see you. Obviously cheering on Yordi and Kasim, who have both had a very difficult race here, it must be said. Cryptek being involved in contact with Thunder, and then Holland getting a puncture at the pit entry, getting stuck. What's happened now? Oh, Spannel's off.
Well, Spannel's off at turn 7, but look at the gap between the three drivers.
There you go.
1.2 seconds separate the top three. As Casa sent it!
Oh, he has sent it!
Turn 6! What a natty takes the switchback!
What on
earth? That was a Bonnie send right there.
I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. That was completely unexpected. The top three now separated by 9 tenths. How there was no collision at the end there, I have no idea.
Well, Castengo had to take a bit of the inside curb as well, but good awareness from Natty to make use of that switchback. I'm just looking at ERS deployment. Castengo actually lifting and coasting before the corner. We come round the big banky boy, that is onto the back straight, and Natty slowed down. It looked like a little bit.
He's going to move to the inside very early. And now Castle goes to the outside line. He wants to get past X-Natty. He wants to lead this race on merit. And your Season 3 champion passes your Season 2 champion. Castengo now leads this race on merit with just over 7 laps to go.
As it stands, Unique J will take second place as it stands if he can keep this pace up, as he goes a little bit wide. And Thunder picks up another 3-second time penalty.
But Natty's not done with Cass yet. He's going to look for a move into turn 1. DRS slams shut there as they break for the first corner. Natty looking for it around the outside. He has to be careful of his teammate though, who's there on the right-hand side of his car. As Kanan picks up a 3-second
time penalty, but that shouldn't affect him because he is 5 seconds ahead of the Hebler. But that might give him some motivation. But lap 22 of 28, and the top is Thunder gets a little bit out of shape. They are separated by just over a second. Who would have thought that?
That is absolutely crazy stuff to see. First race of the season here in the Premier Series, and hopefully it starts as they mean to go on.
Castengo has gained 8 positions in this race.
Absolutely incredible stuff from him. Billy Meese, who sets the fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 35.2 on a set of the soft tyres. That won't count for an extra point unless he can get into the top 10.
I think we know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. The lull has been deployed.
Oh dear, we've hit a bit of a lull here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we have Natty closer to Castengo than Thunder is to Natty, but he backs off. So the Hebler picks up a 3-second time penalty.
That is very interesting from Natty. Why has he chosen to back off then and not go for the move on Cass?
Well, his ERS is considerably lower than Castengo, so maybe he just ran out of it, or he wasn't prepared to make the move.
Well, because there's oh, he might be saving fuel. That's true actually, because
his fuel light is on.
Yeah, the fuel light was on yellow there, so Natty could potentially be in trouble here.
I think Natty was bargaining on a safety car, or a virtual safety car at least.
I think so as well. We'll have to wait and see what he does. Does he lift and coast here as well? Yes, he does. Natty's lifting
might
and
need
coasting.
another invite because it's not working when I send him one.
Alright, I'm gonna have to try and do it. So this is gonna make the stream look bad.
Season I qualified P2 and it wouldn't let me join back, so I've been there before.
And yeah, that should have sent
just
now.
Pulled a bit. Cryptex pulled a bit away on Wolfie, but the Heblerinos. Castengo picks up a 3-second time penalty.
That's massive for this race. And now Natty and Thunder are back in this. And Unique J could win the race.
Yes, Unique J could win the race. Biblical scenes here at China.
Wait,
Biblical.
what?
As Heblerino now gets past Wolfie for 9th place.
Oh yeah, that's true actually. Hopefully Heblerino can get back into the car, but that is massive for this race. So it could be the top 3.
In chat, put your predictions for the top 3, please.
So all Unique J has to do now is gain a 10th, gain 2 tenths, and he's in the lead of the race.
Well, the gap between Unique J and Castengo is fluctuating around 3 to 3.2 seconds.
I think his tyres are going off here, Ben.
Yeah, so that's the problem. He is on 16 lap hold hard, sorry.
And just when things are looking a bit easier for Cass to the flag, he's now got to deal with Natty and Thunder, who also have penalties.
Pierre saying Cash Dengle, Natty and Unique J as a top 3.
Oh yeah, I guess she...
Not what my top 3 was, but...
Well, Thunder's got 9 seconds of penalties, so he is firmly off the podium as it stands. But, I mean, that being said though, Unique J could still get second here.
Yeah, because Natty runs a little bit wide, that will for sure be a warning. But Natty is out of DRS range of Cash Dengle. Yeah. So the last season's Premier Series champion is just eking out an advantage. And, I mean, Thunder's probably thinking at this point, look, Natty, I might have 9 seconds worth of penalties, but I can still get Cash Dengle.
I feel like he might be thinking, I've got 9 seconds worth of penalties, you'll be ahead of me in the finish anyway. Oh, there we go, there's the move.
There we go.
There is the move.
Just like
Thunder
that,
is released.
The passing of the waves.
I was going to say, I feel like Thunder might be saying, you're going to be ahead of me at the finish anyway, let me go through, I've got better tyres, I'll go and try and pressurise Cass.
I think Cass might just be a little bit out of reach here with 3 laps to go.
I'll never say never.
But Unique J, keep going to the wrong one, is 4.4 off the lead now.
But only...
It will be P2 though for Unique J.
It will be, won't it? So has that switch between Natty and Thunder, has that given away Natty's podium? Because Natty's also falling away now. I think Natty's tyres have gone. And look at that, Thunder's already closing onto Cass. It's already down to 1.4 seconds. So
yeah, Natty's fuel keeps fluctuating. He's got probably about 0.2 in the green at least. So he's having to lift and coast like crazy.
He really is.
There's Revkov and Spanel at the back here. Oh, GSY Bait's going a little bit off.
Look at how much Thunder's closing the gap already here, Ben. It is coming down. This might have worked, because if Thunder puts pressure on Cass spins or makes a mistake or something and Thunder goes through, and that could really change how this race could pan out, because he could back Cass up into Unique J and into Natty.
Zetzfire, you want to know the penalties? Sure thing. Cash Dengle has 3 seconds worth of time penalties. Thunder has 9. Natty has 3. Kanan has 3. The Hebler has 3. Wolfie has 3. And GSY Bait has 3 seconds as well.
And that's Revkov.
Oh.
Revkov's off.
Yeah, but these guys, the leaders are catching up to Revkov, so maybe Revkov can play a bit of a team game here.
That would be incredibly sneaky. But look at this, Thunder's already close to within DRS range of Cash Dengle.
Oh, we are not done yet, ladies and gentlemen, in the Chinese Grand Prix. That's what happens when you play with the fuel and Natty can't push.
No, he can't. He really can't. I think Piero is absolutely right there when he says that.
Heverino, thanks for your efforts, but unfortunately it still doesn't work. Heverino, no worries, you tried, but think about it, you're still going to get at least a point.
Yeah, I don't think Billy means he's going to catch 17 seconds in 2 laps, so you're alright.
He's on the soft tyre, remember, anything can happen. As Thunder within 7/10 of Cash Dengle,
this is going to get spicy. This is going to get spicy. Thunder has absolutely nothing to lose here.
As Revkov picks up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Thunder is out of the race really for the lead, but he's just showing that, hey, I have the pace to go out here and win races. If we were a bit luckier with track limits, penalties and warnings, I would be legitimately in this battle for the win right now. But he's just going to try and close up to the back of the Dutchman and get past him, and maybe backing up into Natty.
4 seconds off the lead. So just under 2 seconds behind Natty.
It would still push Natty off the podium. Oh no, it wouldn't, because Thunder's got 9 seconds.
So Unique J at this point will get a podium.
Yeah, guaranteed at the moment.
As Thunder Castangle still has 33% ERS.
And Cryptek, Pierre is saying that Thunder has nothing to lose except his brakes when he hits Castangle. Well, hopefully it won't come to that, but we'll have to. That would
Thunder
be a very controversial way to kick off the season.
Crazy. He is within the DRS range again.
He's got no ERS though here, Ben. He's got 6%.
That's the thing.
5%.
There is the back markers of Spaniel and GSY Bates to contend with.
I don't think they'll get in the way too badly there, to be honest. And now, as Castangle starts the final lap of this race, with Thunder only 6/10 behind him,
we are in for a last lap showdown.
We are in for a last lap showdown, absolutely. It's now Thunder closing the gap on his Dutch rival, going through turns 1 and 2. Castangle's mirrors will be full of nothing but red of the Scarlet Ferrari as he chases him down on this last lap of the Chinese Grand Prix. 4/10 as they come out of turn 4 through the kink of 5 and into 6 for the final time. Thunder sent it! And he's made up contact! There's contact. Did Cass get damage? Did Cass get damage? No, Cass no damage.
Wolfie picks up another 3-second time penalty.
What on earth? Thunder, that was disgusting.
Oh, wow.
Thunder said, forget you, mate, I'm coming through.
Castangle has 40% ERS.
But
he's going to use it all.
Look at Cass's fuel. Cass's fuel
Kanan
is red.
and Holland going side by side now, going into turn 7, and Kanan gets past Holland.
What on earth is happening?
On fresher tyres.
What on earth is happening? As now down the back straight, Cass and Thunder. This should be an easy move here for Castangle.
Thunder's got no ERS. He's weaving like crazy, but it's not going to be enough.
Unique J's only 8/10 off what he needs to win this race. Cass on the outside, he makes the move. Is Thunder going to send it again? He is going to send it again. Cass locks up. Well, it doesn't matter there because for your reigning world champion, if he gets around the final corner correctly, he will be able to kick off his championship defense in the best possible way. It's going to be Castangle who wins here in China. Thunder finishes second on the road, but Natty will take that. And Unique J goes up to second. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely amazing.
Kanan and, oh my goodness, with Kanan and Holland getting so close. I think Holland ran out of fuel, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was a photo finish there, I think, between Kanan and Holland.
Holland will get 5th, Kanan 6th.
Look, what an amazing race to kick off the season. Castangle wins the race.
7th.
Cass wins the race. Cass went up 8 positions from where he started. Amazing stuff.
Holland gets your driver of the day with 57%.
That is wow. Absolutely incredible. Well done, Premier Series drivers. Great way to kick off the season.
And Heblerino still gets 2 points.
There you go.
Heblerino bot has been activated.
Heblerino bot.
Who needs Lando bot when you got a Hebler bot?
Amazing stuff.
But I think we've got, like you said, whoever wins the first Grand Prix doesn't win the championship.
Well, I'm sure Cass will be hoping to buck that trend. But yeah, the winner of the first place has never won the championship here in the Premier Series. We're going to be back next week though, when we'll be in Bahrain for round 2, and that is yeah.
Whoever thought Premier Series would be boring, they have just been proven wrong on so many different levels.
Definitely.
As driver of the day, in-game goes to Castangle as well. I do not blame the game whatsoever. 8 positions.
And yeah, there you go. So,
Castangle
kicks off where he left off last season with a win here in the Premier Series. 159 comments, 37 of you watching. Absolutely, really, really happy to have everybody watching. And what a race that was. But yeah. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. And still,
this
Renault the
opener
only
sets it up
still
for an
Renault the
exciting
only
season.
Renault the only manufacturer to have not taken a win here. At least Unique J is on the podium. I'm sure Alpine will be very happy with that, filling in for 10 for this week. But yeah, let's take you through how they line up at the end. Cass takes the win, Unique J second, Natty rounds out the podium, Thunder in fourth, Holland fifth, Kanan in sixth, Cryptek. Can we spare a moment here for the Red Bull boys in fifth and seventh? They've both made great comeback drives to get to those positions, but my oh my, what it could have been for those two. To Hebler in 8th, Heblerino bot in 9th, and Wolfie rounds out the top 10. Billy Misu 11th, JMV Serial 12th, Merckx 13th, GSY Bates 14th, Spanel 15th, Revkov 16th, and then Bonnie, you're the only person to DNF from that race. You are
Wow.
17th.
I wonder how that could have happened.
I think that must be the first time that we've had every car finish the race without retiring.
It might have been.
In the Premier Series, I think so, yeah. But that is
I was going to say USA last season, but I'm pretty sure there was a DNF.
I think someone DNF'd in there. It rained at the end, and I was like,
I can't remember. I was too busy trying to keep up with my teammate and Cash Dangles. So.
Thank you, Zexify, for saying great job on the commentary. This is what we do to bring you guys the action from the virtual racetrack. But yeah, it's not over for Gavra Racing this week though. Tune in tomorrow. I'm not sure who's commentating, but it will be the Super League action from China. Full qualifying for the 50% race. That one starts slightly earlier tomorrow, so make sure you're in the Twitch a bit earlier for tomorrow's race. But yeah, and then on Friday we've got GT Sport Group A coming to you from Willow Springs. We'll kill Natty later. And then on Saturday, once again, GT Sport Group B coming to you live from Willow Springs also. So, from me, from Ben, from the Premier Series, we're going to see you next week in Bahrain. What a race that was. Congratulations to Cash Stengel, Unique J, and to X Natty G for their podium/win. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.